Welcome to Hays Post. I'm Becky Kaiser. A survey of homeless Americans and homeless people in Hays will be conducted later this month to identify those challenged by housing needs. The point-in-time survey will ask each person where he or she slept January 22nd. The data will be used to allocate federal funding for locales identified with homeless housing needs. The Ellis County Ministerial Alliance is helping with the project in Hays.
It's entirely possible that people who are serving you in a fast food restaurant may be very seriously housing challenged. They may be very unstable. They may be renting in a hotel or living month to month, or they may even perhaps be what we call couch surfing. They may be moving every 2 weeks to a different friend or family member because they can't afford rent, even though they themselves may be working.
The Hays Housing Coalition will host a free chili supper Saturday, January 25th at the National Guard Armory in Hays from 4 to 7 p.m. Attendees will be asked to complete the brief housing survey, and they'll receive free underwear, socks, and toiletries. The Plainville Community Foundation has established a $100,000 endowed fund with the Hays-based Heartland Community Foundation. HCF includes Rooks, Ellis, and Trego counties. The Plainville Community Foundation Director, Glenn Sears, expects the organization to use the earnings from the newly endowed fund to support nonprofit community programs and projects in Rooks County. The Plainville Fund is the 25th to be established with the Heartland Community Foundation since its inception. That was in 2007. A Hays pharmacist has been appointed to the Kansas Governmental Ethics Commission by State House Speaker Ray Merrick. James Meyer will serve a 2-year term on the 9-member commission. It enforces ethics, lobbying, and campaign finance laws. Myers is a specialty oncology pharmacist practicing at the Hays Medical Center's Cancer Institute. The National Title I Association has announced O'Laughlin Elementary School in Hays as winner of a National Title I Distinguished School by the Kansas Department of Education. O'Laughlin is one of just 59 schools in the nation to earn that honor in 2013. The announcement was made public by Hays USD 489 in early December. O'Laughlin has had 4 years of sustained growth in achievement. Among Title I schools, O'Laughlin student performance puts them at the top of the Kansas State Department of Education list. Nancy Harmon is the O'Laughlin principal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Lowe at Lifetime Dental Care in Hays. Why pay more for slow braces when you can save money with fast braces? Fast braces can straighten all of your teeth in as little as 3 months to a year and are safe for children and adults. You can only find fast braces in western Kansas at Lifetime Dental Care in Hays. I am so confident with this revolutionary braces technology that I even put them on my son Hayden.
It's amazing how fast my teeth have adjusted, and it's a lot more comfortable than I thought it was going to be.
So call now to schedule a free consultation and see if fast braces is right for you.
Well, missing out on full conversations. My children had mentioned to me, Dad, you're missing so much. I needed to come in and get it taken care of, and I'm glad I did. You just put them in every morning and change the batteries when they need to be changed, and you just become accustomed to having them in.
If you're suffering from hearing loss, stop by Hearing Solutions today and be another satisfied customer tomorrow. For no reason at all, a gesture that shows your appreciation to special people in your life. Just because or for no reason at all, you can trust the design team at Flowers by Francis to create your message. 2424 Vine and Hays or flowersbyfrancis.net.
This is a news update from the Salina Post. An embattled Kansas military school will have to go to trial over a lawsuit filed by 11 ex-cadets alleging a culture of abuse. U.S. District Judge John Lungstrom ruling that former students at St. John's Military School in Salina cited enough evidence that a reasonable jury would find the school's conduct exceeded the bounds of decency and is intolerable in a modern society. The judge dismissed only 10 of the 44 claims brought by the students. The lawsuit now scheduled to go to trial in March. Lungstrom wrote, the cadets presented evidence the school had a system that allowed some students to physically discipline other students. He said the school had noticed that such discipline caused physical harm but still failed to protect the cadets. A Lincoln man dies in a crash late Monday night. According to a report from the Kansas Highway Patrol, 63-year-old Kenneth Wacker was northbound in a pickup on K-14 south of College Street when the pickup drifted off the east shoulder of the highway, overcorrected, and crossed both lanes of traffic. The pickup entered into the west ditch where it rolled and came to rest on its passenger side. The report said Wacker was not wearing a seatbelt. That wreck occurred around 10:40 Monday night. This year's Eagle Day at Milford Lake and the Milford Nature Center will be from 9 to 5 this Saturday, January 18th. View live eagles and see various programs on Raptors of Kansas at the Milford Nature Center. Bus tours for the viewings begin at 9:30 in the morning and the last tour at 3:30, departing from the Nature Center parking lot. This year's event includes free entrance to Milford State Park for all vehicles. Eagle buses are free of charge thanks to the event's sponsors. The first government forecast of the growing season shows U.S. farmers planted fewer acres of the winter wheat harvest this year. The report from the National Agricultural Statistics Service showed 41.9 million acres of winter wheat was planted this year, down 2% from last year. In Kansas, only 8.8 million acres of winter wheat was planted, down 7% from a year ago. Oklahoma and South Dakota also saw large acreage decreases, while Colorado, Montana, and North Dakota saw significant increases. A new federal report says more Kansans approaching retirement age than young adults have signed up for health coverage through an online insurance marketplace. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said 34% of Kansans who chose a plan via the marketplace through December 28th were 55 through 64 years of age. 27% were 18 through 34 years old. A similar trend appeared in nationwide data. The online marketplace opened back in October with a rocky rollout of its website. HHS said through December 28th, about 14,200 Kansans selected a health plan through the exchange, with 74% receiving subsidies. 56% of the enrollees were women. The federal government runs the marketplace for Kansas because state officials resisted involvement with the federal health care overhaul. The Kansas Hospital Association is working on a proposed alternative to expanding Medicaid under the federal health care overhaul, but Republicans remain wary. Hospital Association Vice President Cindy Samuelson said that the association doesn't know what form its proposal will take. One option is using additional federal funds promised under the federal health care law to help Kansans buy private coverage. Arkansas and Iowa are taking that approach. Samuelson said the association is seeking what she called a unique Kansas solution. Governor Brownback and GOP legislative leaders are still critical of the federal health care overhaul and championed by President Obama. The Hospital Association has hired a firm headed by former U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Mike Leavitt to help with the plan. This has been a news update from the Salina Post.
Thanks, Randy. And remember, there is always more online on our website, HaysPost.com. A windy Tuesday in western Kansas. Kathy Carrier is in next with the weather forecast. Stay tuned.
Brighton, Brighton, and more Brighton accessories and handbags. Stay warm with scarves. Check out our large assortment of watches, sweaters in all colors and styles. Come see our new line Simply. Mix and match, and it's a great addition to any wardrobe. All your fashion must-haves only at Mamzelles and Hayes.
Gibson's Health Mart Pharmacy in Waukene, a pharmacy plus a whole lot more. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies dedicated to you, the customer. Stop into Gibson's and enjoy a friendly smile and a helping hand. Whether you need photos, home health, beauty aids, cosmetics, count on Gibson's. When it comes to pharmacy, there is no better choice. Gibson's Health Mart pharmacists take the time to get to know you, explain your medications, and answer questions you may have. Gibson's Health Mart in downtown Waukene. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The holidays are full of dreams and wishes. Imagine watching your favorite actors on your schedule. Eagle Fusion's easy search feature can find programs by your favorite actors, subject, or title. Imagine your TV showing you who's on the phone before you reach for it. Eagle Fusion's built-in caller ID displays who is calling. Eagle Fusion brings together the best internet, TV, and phone experience. Give Eagle Fusion for only $5 per month. Call 877-61-EAGLE today.
A little bit of a cooling trend in temperatures over the next few days. Here's the latest look at your Eagle weather. For Hayes, Victoria, and Menger, it'll be mostly sunny Wednesday and Thursday with mostly clear skies throughout the overnight hours. Winds will be light Wednesday out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour, but picking back up again Thursday out of the northwest at 25 to 35 miles per hour and gusty. The high on Wednesday, 54 degrees with a low of 30. The high Thursday, 46 degrees with a low of 19. Sunny on Friday and a high of 42. Russell will be mostly sunny Wednesday and Thursday with mostly clear skies overnight. Winds on Wednesday out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour and gusty. Will be northwesterly on Thursday, 25 to 35 miles per hour and gusty. The high on Wednesday, 55 degrees with a low of 27. The high Thursday, 46 degrees with a low of 19. Sunny on Friday and a high of 39. And Waukene and Ellis will be mostly sunny Wednesday and Thursday with mostly clear skies throughout the overnight hours. Winds Wednesday out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Will be northwesterly on Thursday, increasing 25 to 35 miles per hour and gusty. The high on Wednesday, 55 degrees with a low of 30. The high Thursday, 46 degrees with a low of 21. Sunny on Friday and a high of 43. From the Carrier Weather Service, I'm Kathy Carrier.
And that is Hayes Post. Thanks for joining us. I'm Becky Kaiser.